Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Zootopia 2. It's a 2025 animation directed by Byron Howard and Jared Bush. They've done Tangled, Bolt, Encanto, and Zootopia 1. Link in the description. You better watch that one before you come to this one. Or else. I'll know. Starring the voice acting talent of Jennifer Goodwin, Jason Bateman, Jenny Slate, Idris Elba, J.K. Simmons, and Shakira. Just like last time. Jenny Slate is in Gifted, which I've also done a review on, link in the description, really nice movie. And new voice acting talent, Patrick Warburton, Hugh Kwan, and Andy Samberg. I love Andy, hell yeah. So what's the movie about? To recap the first movie quickly, anthropomorphic world, animal people, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde are stars, and they are police officers. They save the city and are considered heroes. Right. We start off with our first case. Judy and Nick disguise themselves as a cute couple with a baby. I'll bring that up later, but don't worry, they're not an actual couple, as obvious as they're setting it up to be. Quick rant, the criminal they're going after even comments how weird it is that it's a bunny and fox couple. Yeah, the same one that appeared on a citywide broadcast as the unlikely duo, the first bunny and cop partners. Not those guys though, no, that couldn't be them. This is a different bunny and fox duo. Anyway, Judy and Nick get the job done, but they get in trouble for not obeying the captain's orders, so they need to keep their noses clean. Of course, they immediately forget about that and go undercover to a fancy ball. You know what that means? Outfits. Judy in a pretty dress, Nick in a smart suit, beautiful lighting, wow, sparks fly, kiss already. But don't worry, they're not an item or anything. Anyway, their hunch was correct. There is a snake trying to steal a book. Long story. Nobody has seen a snake in years, but the snake says that he needs the book to help free all reptiles, basically. And so, one terrible decision after another, Judy and Nick are fugitives helping the snake and all that stuff. The new villains, the rich Lynx family, is covering up a secret about the reptiles, and obviously they're rich, so they're dangerous. Judy and Nick meet with the last lizards in town on the outskirts in the marshlands and swamps. The lizard guys agree that yes, reptiles were framed for that one murder ages ago, which is why you actually can't see reptiles anywhere, which is like a weird detail. Only heat-seeking vipers can decipher the book and reveal the secrets. Also, their marsh will be destroyed soon. Extra tragic and more stakes. Kind of unnecessary to do that because we have an entire class of animals that have been wiped from the planet, basically. Yes, I did look up animal classification for this to make sure that it is an entire class, so reptiles and mammals and fish and whatnot, yeah. It's a big chunk of animals. Judy and Nick get separated. Judy goes with the snake, and Nick gets arrested. This is also right after they fight, so shippers are in ruins for like an hour. Judy officially meets Gary the snake, and the son of the Lynx family, Porbert, that has turned his back on the family and is now helping the snake. Anyway, it is revealed that the snakes built the city, basically, and the lynxes covered it up and took all the glory for themselves. They need to light a clock tower, find the buried snake town, find the piece of paper that proves everything, and save the day. Plot twist, they find the clock tower, but Porbert betrays the gang, double cross. Judy and Nick are reunited and confess that everything was a misunderstanding and that they care about each other. Technically a confession, so we'll take it. The gang find the paper, they put the Lynx family away, the reptiles are integrated into society, all's well that ends well. Wait, is that another musical number? No, please. They did the same thing again, you're kidding me? It was already annoying the first time, and it's still Shakira. Damn it. So, how was the story? It was fine. Uncover family secrets that nobody remembers. Very convenient. There's another subplot between Judy and Nick that also spirals again because of communication. In the end, they resolve it as partners again. Nick also says love, but they don't acknowledge it, so they're still friends again. They even tease the relationship in the beginning when their cover was being a couple. Now they're just delaying the ship on purpose. How are us shippers supposed to stay alive here? We need more. Also, for the overall message, it's not predator versus prey this time. It's everyone versus the reptiles. It's the same message as last time. Unity amongst all species. Everyone loves each other despite our differences. Same song and dance, but just with reptiles. Speaking of song and dance, of course they brought Shakira back for the new songs, and the ending was a song and dance, just like last time. I've listened to Shakira 2 times too many. If you count the intro to Zootopia 1, then 3 times. Leave her alone. On the bright side, the visuals are an improvement, or at least they didn't have the opportunity to flex like they did here. The water looks really good. The gang visit a swamp, so they have plenty of water there to show off water surfaces and underwater physics. It looks amazing. The characters are obviously exactly the same, no changes there. I like the horse guy. They also brought back everyone from the first movie in some way. It's good to see the voice actors are doing great like usual. But wait, before we get to the final scoring, I have a much better idea as to how to make this movie so much better. What's that? There's some heat over there that's revealing a better plot inside of this book. If you've seen the movie, you'd know. Don't worry, I'll read it to you with my heat-seeking viper eyes. First of all, make Judy and Nick a real couple. Make him kiss, why not? They're disguising as a couple, they go to couples therapy, they fight like a couple. They're already partners in the police force. Let's make it official, says either Judy or Nick to the other. That would be so great. You can even develop their relationship, their developed relationship more, you know what I mean? So the main plot is just a bit tricky to resolve because I know these guys want to include reptile jokes. I honestly don't know what to do with the lizards to not repeat the main message of the first. An option is to let them keep the marsh as the reptiles' home, and then they just expand that. However, if you want to sacrifice the reptile jokes for a better story, then sacrifice the reptiles. That got dark very quickly, but hear me out. The first movie surprisingly has the dark tone of animals turning savage and more violent. I actually liked that there was a scary moment here and there, like this creature is turning savage in front of our very eyes. Now it's a horror, now it's a chase scene. That was cool. So in this movie, to add a bit of grit for once, make the reptiles extinct, like the dinosaurs. The Viper main character can be the last of his species that is looking for what happened to his people. He comes across Zootopia and finds the book. Long story short, still keep the same villains, still go on the same adventure, still reveal the same hidden city, just change the ending to be like, damn, I'm the last reptile, says Snake. I'm going to tell everyone the history of my people, the history of the reptiles. Bonus points for making the snake go tell the rest of the world, not just Zootopia his story. Potential spin-offs for finding new cities with new animals, you know what I mean? To top it all off, with a beautiful cherry on top of this brand new story cake. Do you know why this is such a good idea? Don't give me the Grammy yet. Wait a second. Hold on to that. You're telling me the ending is too dark. Don't worry. Snakes can reproduce asexually, which means that a single snake can still produce offsprings. The reptiles have the opportunity to come back after all. Please hold your applause. I know it is such a good idea that the audience is throwing up from the excitement as we speak. Thank you. Anyway, let's get to the final score. With all that being said, I give Zootopia 2 a 6 out of 10. The movie should have been fine. However, the story is just a slight spin-off from the last one. Otherwise, the overall message is the same. Nick and Judy come out the same. They do a song and dance at the end as well. So I walk away disappointed. But if you want to watch it, feel free. It's still a solid movie. Side rant. I love the horse. Not only is Patrick Warburton one of my favorite voice actors of all time, Crunk, but the character is really funny. He's always flexing and mewing. I need more of this. It is so cool. I want a movie about the horse. Please and thank you. That is on my Christmas list next to Judy and Nick officially getting together. Santa, I've been good this year. Check your list twice, buddy. Anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.